Hey everyone, so for this week's discussion, I chose to talk about the 1960s culture and how the popular culture then has helped to shape American culture today. Um, After the readings, it really feels like the 1960s was kind of the moment when culture and social change kind of became one, if that makes sense, or like connected in a way that really mattered. One of the major shifts was the rise of the youth culture. Young people really started to have an influence on music and fashion, and even political stuff instead of just following what the generations before them had done. Um, and the readings really kind of show how college students and other younger Americans became more active in movements, and that idea is still very present today, where younger generations really are the pushing force for trends and um, activism as well, really. And then music was also a big deal during this time. Rock music became a big thing, and folk music, and then as well as like protest music. And it all really became ways for people to express their opinions about a lot of things, but including the civil rights and or including the Vietnam War and civil rights. Um, and it wasn't just entertainment anymore. It became, I mean, like I said, a way for them to express themselves, a way for them to speak out, which we still see today. A lot of artists use their platform to talk about things that they consider important, whether that be social or political issues. And another big thing was television. TV really allowed Americans to see firsthand events that were happening, not only in America, but like protests in America and the war, and they were seeing these things in real time, and it created kind of like a shared experience throughout the nation and influenced the opinion of the public. Today, social media kind of plays that same role by spreading all these things around pretty much instantaneously, and that shapes how people think, which also isn't the most reliable source. And but yeah. And the 1960s also really challenged traditional ideas. Again, I talked about how young people were no longer just following older generations, but now they were questioning ideas about authority and gender roles and what equality should look like. And movements really um, started that, like, connected to civil rights and feminism, and encouraging people to question what was established as already being a social norm and push for more um, freedoms for themselves, not just, as a whole, but what they wanted. And many of today's conversations really stemmed there, um, especially about equality and identity. And I don't know if you could hear the TV, sorry. And just culture. Yeah, I'd say the 1960s really laid a strong foundation for how our um, culture looks today. Thank you guys.